Am I the a-hole for telling my husband I'm leaving him when he was in the middle of a meltdown? My husband and I have been together for 8 years now. I have two sons from my previous marriage, 13 and 9, and I just gave birth to me and my husband's daughter 3 months ago. Prior to me giving birth, even a few weeks following, our home life was great. We often had friends telling us they wish they could find someone that made them as happy him and I made each other. There was hardly ever any disagreements. Our communication was solid. He was fantastic with my boys, attending every parent-teacher conference, doctor's appointment, school event, etc., and took them out often to play baseball and basketball. This all changed after maybe 2 to 3 weeks after I gave birth. He turned angry and depressed and impatient. Me and the kids started having to constantly walk on eggshells. He became lazy, such as stop cleaning after himself or helping around the house. Yet still used sentences to my kids, such as, "You guys need to pick up after yourself. Me and your mother shouldn't have to follow you around and clean up your messes," when he never cleaned at all. I couldn't even get him to wash his own dinner plate without him having a meltdown. Basically, every day he was just angry. If anything went wrong, like him not being able to find something, he sat down somewhere, which became an everyday event. He was freaking out, saying things like, "Yep, awesome, so glad life wants to F me over," or "Why the F does this always happen to me? Can I just have a good effing day for once?" But he always made me and the kids problem. If he lost something, it didn't matter what time of day it was. He was 100% flipping out and expecting me to find it for him. I even told him my oldest son had to go to the ER because he had a bad rash, and he goes, "Have your mom take him because he was using my vehicle." Or the other day, my mood has been sour to his early morning freak out, and it out me on a rough route. I was exhausted. I'm exhausted just reading this, honestly. I was exhausted, running on 3 hours of sleep, and he rushed me out of the house to go do his errands with him. I didn't even get out of the car, so it was pointless. And then gets pissed and screams, "What the F is your problem? Can we just have a good day for once?" As if I'm the reason his life sucks, and this is not the man I married. So last night, around 11:30 p.m., he starts freaking out again. He lost an important item he needed for work. He started slamming things around our bedroom, repeatedly saying things like "effing great," "effing awesome," "effing love it," until I got up and started helping him look. As soon as I get out of bed, he stops looking and just walks behind me holding his phone's flashlight. We can't find it. He doesn't go to work as a result, another trait he's gotten since giving birth. He literally calls out "over the wind blowing wrong." I lay back down. He practically body slams the bed beside me, starts huffing and puffing, heavy sighing, growling while practically crying out his face. Talking about how effing stupid this life is. I asked him to stop and he says, "F you." So I told him I'm done. I'm leaving and that me and my children's ish will be out of the house. But I feel like at this point, maybe he got married and had a baby and thought it was gonna be one thing, and then it turned out to be another thing, and then now he didn't turn out to be the way he was expecting. Now he doesn't know how to leave the marriage. He's trying to make it as miserable as he can for her so she can leave. And he's like, "Well, she's the one who left me actually." And that our stuff will be out of the home by today. He says, "What the F ever," and goes to sleep. I wake up at 5 a.m. and start packing. He comes out around 7 asking what I'm doing. I tell him again that I'm done and I'm leaving. He says I'm leaving him in his time of need and he would never do that to me. But he kind of did because I was diagnosed with PPD not even 4 days after giving birth, and he completely overrode it and made it about him and how much his life sucks. I know you're feeling some type of way, but I have ish going on too. No one asks me how the F I am, or literally making passive aggressive comments like, "Wish I could sleep all day," when I was 6 days postpartum. After I fell asleep on the couch, he does no nighttime duty. As I said, he says I'm leaving him in his time of need and that I should have urged him to get therapy instead of walking away. But his anger has made me hate him. I don't even want to be near him. I'm gonna make the title of this video, "My husband hates me after I gave birth to his child," because it's exactly what this sounds like. Damn, I mean, do men get postpartum depression? But then again, why would you get postpartum depression? You're not the one who carried a baby in your stomach for 9 months and then had to breastfeed it and then has to go through labor with it. Your vagina didn't bleed. What do you need to be depressed about? But I don't know, this just sounds like classical, "Oh, I have kids now. It's not what I expected it to be." It's so much responsibility. I want to leave my marriage, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm just gonna make it, ugly and nasty for everyone else, so they can just leave me alone, and I don't get the blame of breaking up my family. Da da da. This is all that sounds like, honestly. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think?